All right, everyone, let's get right to it. Over the next few minutes, we're going to zero in on one single concept that can unlock some serious performance gains across our entire organization. We're here to tackle a hidden problem that's draining our efficiency and to lay out a really clear strategic path forward. Let's start with an idea that might seem, well, a little backwards. We always blame stress and burnout on having too much to do, right? But what if the real problem is something much quieter? What if it's the operational fog our teams are fighting through every single day? A fog that, as we'll see, comes with a huge hidden cost. So today, we're going to dig into why that fog is so damaging. And more importantly, we're going to focus on what we, as the leaders in this room, can actually do to get rid of it. And just to be clear, this isn't some theoretical chat. This is about a real, fundamental shift in how we lead. First things first, let's get to the root of the problem. To really understand the impact of ambiguity, we need to look under the hood. I'm talking about what's physically happening inside the brain. This isn't about people not trying hard enough. It's pure cognitive science. The real enemy here is something called cognitive overload. You see, when goals and directions are fuzzy, the brain has to work overtime just to figure out what it's supposed to do. That happens long before it can even start doing the work. This overload directly leads to decision fatigue and, you guessed it, a major drop in efficiency. And this slide just lays it all out, plain and simple. On the left, that's the brain struggling in ambiguity. It's overloaded, it's slow, it's constantly reacting instead of planning. It's stressed. But look at the right. With clarity, that same brain becomes focused, efficient, and truly effective. The key takeaway here, we as leaders are the ones who create the conditions for one state or the other. Okay, so the brain science is fascinating, for sure. But what does this actually mean for the business? What's the real bottom line cost of all this fog? Let's put a number on it. The number I want everyone to remember today is this one, 42%. So what on earth does this represent? That number comes from a 2022 study on goal clarity, and what it found was incredible. Teams with crystal clear goals outperform teams with unclear goals by a staggering 42%. We should start thinking of this as a clarity dividend, a massive performance boost that's just sitting there on the table waiting for us to claim it. So the million-dollar question is, how do we claim that dividend? Well, that brings us to the solution, what I'm calling the clarity mandate. And let me be clear, this isn't some soft skill or a nice-to-have. We need to start treating clarity as a core strategic principle, something absolutely essential for effective leadership. The operating principle behind this mandate couldn't be simpler, but it's incredibly powerful. Define before you decide. This little phrase should become a reflex, a mantra for every single leader in this room. Before any big decision, before we kick off any new project, our number one job is to define. And we can bake this right into our workflow with a dead simple 3-step process. Step 1, define the objective with absolute precision. What does done and successful actually look like? Step 2, proactively identify the unknowns. What are the gray areas we need to nail down right now? And only then, step 3, do we decide and execute with speed and confidence. Okay, let's bring this all home. What can you do, like, today, as soon as you leave this room? It all boils down to building 2 critical questions into our daily operations. The first question is so simple, it's almost deceptive. What exactly are we trying to achieve? This has to be the first thing we ask at the start of every meeting, every project, every initiative. It just cuts through all the noise and gets everyone aligned on a single, clear target. Its power to focus a team is just immense. And the second question is just as crucial. You could call it our fog cutter. What is unclear that needs defining first? This is how we proactively hunt for ambiguity. By asking this, we drag all the hidden assumptions out into the open and spot roadblocks before they ever get a chance to slow us down and burn out our best people. So here it is, the final thought. Every single meeting on our calendars, yeah, even the one you have in an hour, is a chance to put this to work and start unlocking that 42% performance dividend. I challenge every one of you, start your very next meeting by asking these 2 questions. Let's make clarity our ultimate competitive advantage. Thank you.